Hello, and welcome to Rosalind's Kitchen. Now, I did not film last night's meal because I'd already made it and filmed it at another time. So I figured I wouldn't do a rerun. Tonight is steak with creamy corn risotto. It looks interesting. It was also picked by my dad, so he can't complain about the rice. At least not much. Anyway, so of course, we have rice. We have pot roast seasoning. We have a good pack of Parmesan, green onions, sour cream, Roma tomato, beef demi-glaze, corn, and beef. So, the first thing I had to do was I am putting a small pan on the oven to boil about 3 cups of water. This will come in later. This one seemed a little bit complicated, so that's why I'm doing it. And Dad will do pork chops at either Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't think I'm going to be able to convince him to film it, though. So, but I will try to take a picture of it before we eat it. So, there we go. Let us get started, shall we? Alright, first thing I need to do is thinly slice my green onions. So, now, it's important to not try and go fast in this because they cut better if you're not trying to get all wild and crazy with them. If you just kind of slide them along the blade gently, they don't peel up. And if you've ever tried to slice one fast, you know what I mean by peel up. And the further you get up the thing, the easier it is to peel up. I just had to turn my water down a little bit so it doesn't all boil up before I'm done with this. There we go. See? So, that's one onion. Now, to do the other one. Alright, so there are my green onions, all nicely sliced up. Now I must cut up my tomato. Alright, so cut the end off of the tomato, and it says to core the tomato. I've got this wonderful little corer. There was actually 2 core items. When I ordered this, it came with 2, so, because I bought it for my godson, but then when 2 came, I went, oh, cool, and I kept 1 for myself. So, messy stuff. See? It's been cored. The horror of the core! Ah! Sorry. Weirdness still abounds with me. Alright, so there you see a cored tomato. Now I will rough cut it up so that it can be put in the risotto. I'm probably mispronouncing that, so if I am and you know it, I apologize. If you don't know it, well, it doesn't matter. So, I'm going to cut it this way, and then I'm going to cut it this way, sort of. There we go. this way. There we go. And there we go. And there we have a rough cut Roma tomato. Alright, so here's my meat. And it says to divide, to spread it out into a single layer and pat it dry. So get all the little pieces out here, which is proving more interesting than not. Kind of reminds me of the time I had brisket that was just all like in little pieces. There we go. Alright, come on. I think I'm going to need more paper towel. Alright, there we go. And put a new layer. These layers are so thin that they just all kind of stick together. There we go. And there. And there. And oops. That's the layer all by itself. Alright, there we go. Now, pat it all dry. And I'm going to do that by just kind of rolling the little sucker up. Looks like I've murdered somebody, doesn't it? But hopefully I won't murder any food. Alright, so now it's all patted dry. It's all laid out. And now I must season it with the pot roast seasoning. I went with pot roast seasoning. Alright, so seems to be a lot of little pieces of meat to try and cover with pot roast, but so just get a pot roast around this. Alright, and then a little salt. And then a little pepper. There we go. And I actually managed to get pepper in my shoe. Oh well. So now it's time to start on the risotto. Alright, so I'm adding a little olive oil to my pan. And now I am to add my corn. And half the onions. And a little salt and a little pepper. And cook that for about 2 minutes, give or take. We want it to start to brown. This is a very strange recipe. I've never, I would have thought that I would put the rice in my water over here, but no, that's not the way it's going to be. All right, I've added my rice. Like I said, this is very weird. I have never in my life had something quite like this. All right, supposed to cook the rice until they sort of starts to toast. Never heard toasting my rice. And then I'm going to add 1 cup of boiling water. So, we'll be back. Alright, so now, while my rice is boiling over here, I'm going to start cooking my meat. And they say to cook it about 3 or 4 minutes. So we'll give it 3. And then we will move on. Okay, so now that my rice should be complete, I add my Parmesan and my sour cream. Mix it up. And a pinch of pepper. There's a lot of pepper in this one. Yet it's not supposed to be spicy, so. And now water I did put thin glaze in, right? Okay. Okay, the tomatoes, I don't know if they've broken down yet. It's always interesting to. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, I guess it's tough. So, now it's time to put this together. Alright, so first we put the risotto in. Then we put the meat over it. And then the green onions on top. And there you have it. So, it should look like that. It looks like that. Now let's see what it tastes like. I'll be back. Well, this one was kind of a disappointment. My dad very honestly said it just wasn't worth the money we spent on this one. I'm not sure, I may have screwed up the rice or whatever. It was at best okay. So we'll know not to do this one again. So I will see you all next weekend. Till then, peace out.